Hey, welcome back to Between the Keys. Here's how to play She Called the Katy from the Blues Brothers, one of the songs in my solo set list. Songs in B flats. There's a B flat, I'll play it a bit high for you. It's kind of a bluesy song, B flat blues. You got a train kind of feel, you know, like the train's wheels are chugging along the track, and you got a boom, boom. That's a B flat 7, by the way. You could play it here in root position. I've just got the F and the A flat down the bottom. There it is. You need to go to F2 and you could have F7. And let's start the song. So she called the Katy, left me a mule to ride. It actually sounds a bit better just to stick with a standard F chord, but F7 is also an option. She called the Katy, left me a mule to ride. Well, my baby called the Katy, left me a mule to ride. The train pulled out, I swung on behind. Crazy about her, that hard-headed woman of mine. So we did 2 times around B flat, F and B flat, and we sang the same lyrics. She called the Katy, left me a mule to ride. Do that twice. That third line was just a B flat, baby called the Katy, to a B flat 7, which we've already said, already played. Left me a mule to ride, B flat 7, to E flat, train pulled out. And this is the chord progression. We go to E diminished, I swung on behind. The train pulled out, E flat to E diminished. I'm crazy about her, B flat, that hard-headed woman of mine. Back to B flat. All right, and we repeat that whole thing for verse 2. Man, my baby long, great gosh almighty, my baby's tall. You know my baby long, great gosh almighty, my baby's tall. Ad-libbing there with the B flat scale there. That's like the pentatonic happy sound. B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat, and a little slide off the D flat is the scale. Also B flat blues, another scale you can use. So 2 scales you can use for these kind of songs: the pentatonic and the blues. Alright, you know my baby long, great gosh almighty, my baby's tall. Back to the B flat, my baby she long, B flat 7, my baby's tall. E flat, sleep with her head in the kitchen and her feet's out in the hall. That's the E diminished, crazy about her, that hard-headed woman of mine. We're gonna go to the B section, E flat, love my baby, she's so fine, and wish she'd come and see me sometime. She don't believe I love her. We've gone down to a new chord, A flat. Look what a hole I'm in. She don't believe what I'm sinking, but look what shape I'm in. And that ends on F. So the bridge again. I love my baby, she's so fine. And I wish she'd come and B flat sometime. She don't but A flat. Look what a hole I'm in, and F, she don't believe I'm sinking, but look what shape I'm in. Instrumental. We're just doing the first chords, B flat, F to B flat. One more time, B flat to F, back to B flat. We're going to do the other bit, B flat to B flat 7 to E flat, baby, to the E diminished. Crazy about her, that F, F woman. E flat, B flat, B flat, F, E flat, B flat. Those are the final 4 for the instrumental section, and we go back to another verse, which is exactly the same as we did before. She called the Katy, left me a mule to ride. She called the Katy, left me a mule to ride. Same again. Baby called the Katy, left me a mule to ride. The train pulled out and I swung on behind. Crazy about her, that hard-headed woman of mine. So a slight difference there at the end there. B flat, hard-headed woman, down to E flat, hard-headed woman of mine. And we have a riff here which goes. And that riff again was B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, and I'm doubling it in the left hand. Finishes with some B flat to F to B flat. And don't forget that train feel, you know. Bow, 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 now. All aboard. This train stopping at Ogdenville, North Haverbrook, and Springfield. Alright, there's also another line. There's some horn parts, right, which go like G, D flat, ba da, ba da, da. Some stuff like that, some horn parts. But you can have a listen to the track and you'll figure those out easily. There's a lot of that kind of stuff. That's a tritone, by the way. And yeah, that's the whole song. She called the Katy. Check it out, Blues Brothers. All right.